the prayer time is going to be short because of the importance of what I intend sharing. I want to, before I pray, I want you to know this. I want you to know that there are some things some people will never know. I want you to know that. That is, they will never know it because they are not meant to know it. That is, and then number two, there are some things some people will never understand. Now they will never know it, they will never understand it because they are not designed to understand it. So that when I am sharing something and you can understand fast, take advantage. Ability to understand is what separates us. When you see that somebody is a preacher, another person is a manager, another person is a school teacher, what made them different is just understanding. It will never be the same. The difference between Jesus and John is just understanding. So understanding is classified, and it has to sometimes do with where we came from, the kind of family we have, and all that has happened to us. Sometimes it does not even control by our willingness to learn. There are other factors that are bigger than us. I said there are just quite bigger than us. That means destiny. They are just quite bigger than us. So, what I intend sharing on is multiple. I just had an encounter, and it touched me, and I intend blessing somebody through it. Father, I want to thank you because of opportunity we have to hear your word. Bless us abundantly in Jesus' name. All right, let me share this first. Satan mocks men. Satan mocks people. I think people is better. Satan mocks people when they lack understanding of very important revelation. Now, excuse me, if you have understanding, you are blessed with understanding. With understanding, like your life is blessed with having direction. It will not be difficult for you to see somebody who doesn't have it. It will not be difficult for you to know that this person doesn't have direction. You see, because people behave what they see. And then if you know how powerful direction is, you will not make any attempt to envy somebody who doesn't have it. Now, a lot of pastors are preaching, but they don't still understand the importance of direction because they don't have understanding. I just had a man of God now preach and say something. When I heard it, I know there is something he's supposed to understand and doesn't understand. Because he has not developed habit of deep thinking. Habit of deep thinking. So because he has not developed the habit of deep thinking, he thinks he can say things anyhow. Nothing is more precarious like not having certain measure of understanding and you're talking before learned people. It just make yourself naked. I told that somebody came to me one day and said this. I said, listen, this thing you told me and I heard, don't say it outside. It painted you ignorant, an ignorant person. It means you're not learned. So I said, let it be that it is me that is the first and last person that will hear you say something, because it just brings you down. Now let me explain something to you. If you're not a student of thought and another person is, how do two of you talk? How can you be talking before a student of thought when you're not thinking? Particularly a student of thought that have gone far in certain ideology. Particularly like maybe somebody is schooled, somebody is schooled in certain ideology. And then he has been in that school for about 10 years. And then somebody who is not schooled in anything and he just started talking. What are you talking? Just like the way the Gentiles are trying to interpret Bible. They don't have Bible life. They don't understand the ideology. And they're trying to preach from ideological book. That's an embarrassment. They don't even know the difference between Moses and Solomon. A lot of pastors don't know the difference between the practice of David and the practice of Jesus. They don't know. So they crisscross from the lifestyle of Jesus, move to the lifestyle of Solomon, bring them together inside the church. Because they are all in the Bible. Carry the utterance of Joshua and join it to utterance of Job. Are they the same kind of human being? Bring Deuteronomy and try to join it with 1 Corinthians. How? They are two different spirits. This is law. This is grace and truth. And at the end of the day, they will lack power, because power is with definiteness. Power is with reason. Power is with practical knowledge. Power is with knowing. Power is with clear vision. Power is not with fasting and praying. Even though fasting and praying has a way it solves physical problems of men, which is minor. Just like an altar is built. A man said the name of his church is Calvary Plus Church in the Wilderness. That's my kind of inspiration. The name of the church is what? Calvary Plus. Now, excuse me. When he says his church is Calvary Plus Church in the Wilderness, he doesn't know that is a definition. And then some people cannot fit into that altar, and they must not be invited. They have their life. So Satan reduces people, make mockery of them, make them shameful, dishonor them too much when I said when they lack understanding of very important revelation, understanding of certain basics, because it is in there you win. And now, it doesn't only mock them, it makes them powerless. You see, because the actual knowledge of God is a revelational knowledge. I mean, the actual power is in revelation. Somebody has to know. And then there are some people that are suffering. As long as their understanding is unfruitful, pain can't leave them. You know, if there is no immortality of clear vision, people live as touts. A tout is somebody who gets money now and finish it and start looking for money. Because he has not created a stream. What I mean by stream, he has not created an altar that can attract money. So he lives like a tout. He opens shop, try to say something, and then try to eat, and then the money is exhausted, and then he's trying to look for money all the time. That's not living. So understanding is very, very important. There is another revelation I said I brought here that really touched me. I said, men are subjected to constant pain when their humanity is not clothed with the divinity of God. And I'm going to proceed with it almost in the next share. Now, please, I would like you to listen. Men are subjected to constant pain when their humanity is not clothed with the divinity of God. I would like you to hear this. Maybe nobody have told you. The word humanity means pain in itself. Somebody didn't hear what I said. I said the word humanity means pain. Pain. When you hear that this is a human being, that is somebody under pain. Now, somebody is trying to ask and say, Shepherd, why is the person under pain? You see, because this person, by nature, is filthy. There are words you use to describe fallen men. Number one is filthy. That is 64:6 of the book of Isaiah. He said, your righteousness is like a rag. That is a man. That is a man. Now, these things pastors are trying to say to the man, try and live holy. The pastors themselves are ignorant. You see, because it is not possible for a fallen man to live right. God doesn't have any plan for it. I say God, He doesn't have any plan for that. Because he is fallen. Another word that is being used to describe fallen is what the Bible says in the book of 1 Peter. He is corrupt. He is, yes. This person that is man is naturally corrupt. Is naturally dirty. He is naturally doomed, made subject to decay because he's man.